A movie that I seen recently called The Life of Pi. Now, this was about a man who found himself shipwrecked, and his name was Piscine, Pi for short, and he found himself floating on a boat, cast away out at sea, with nothing but a Bengal tiger to keep him company as his companion. It was a story of resilience, of persistence, and of the willingness to go on. Can you imagine just you and a tiger on a boat in the middle of the ocean with nothing and no one else around you? What would you do? How would you survive? What would you need to bring out within yourself to push past your own fears, your own perceptions of what you could and could not do, what you thought might have been impossible for you? Well, this man, Piscine, Pi for short, discovered within himself an insurmountable willingness to survive. Understanding that against all odds, he had a survival handbook with a pencil, keeping his sanity by writing in between his lines, communicating with himself, and being utterly alone, with nothing and no one to talk to except for this tiger. And even when the pencil dulled out, when he could no longer sharpen it and it was just a nub, and when the storm came and blew the notebook away, he remembered one thing from the survival handbook. One message. Above all else, do not lose hope. Where in our lives can we understand that no matter what circumstances happen around us, if we can hold on to that hope within, that things would get better, that times would be different, that it wouldn't always be this way, as the boat may rock back and forth in our lives, as we might find ourselves seasick, bedridden. Whatever you find yourself in a situation that you didn't plan for, would it not be wonderful to see the light at the end of the tunnel? To be able to look up and to know that even if the sky is cloudy, the sun is still there. So in the end, of course, if you've seen the movie, Pi was able to make it out of that situation. Not only was he able to train the tiger, but he was able to survive without being eaten, without being torn asunder by the wildlife around him. And even though he came in a vegetarian, he did what he had to do to go on. And he came out even stronger for it. Having a whole family, a wife and kids. But what was interesting was when the Japanese reporters and journalists and men asked him in the hospital after he was rescued and after he made it to an island and made it back to shore, what happened to you out there? How did you survive this shipwreck? When he told them the story of the tiger, they didn't believe him. They thought he made it up. And often, isn't it that the truth can be much stranger than fiction? The things we think are made up could be as real as they come. The things that we think are impossible couldn't be farther from the truth. So think to yourself, while they were saying amongst themselves, it cannot be done, it was done. And it's only impossible until you say, I am possible. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you so much for listening to the message. This has been a short message just talking about this movie that we had, The Life of Pi, and how can you reach within yourself, not trying to calm the raging storm, but calming yourself and allowing the storm to pass. Understanding that within you, you have resourcefulness, not having to worry about having all the resources, but tapping into your own mental faculties, tapping into the richness of your heart, and tapping into your soul and your spirit. Press forward, press on. Don't allow anything to hold you back in life from what you know is possible for you. And all things are possible for the one who has will and determination to achieve.